Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I want to give a little bit of an update on 3 of my trees that I've shown in videos not too long ago. And I would start right away with this one here, which is also at the same time the newest addition in my bonsai collection. It is a tiger bark ficus. It's called this way because, as you can see, the pattern on the bark here on the trunk. And I bought this because I in general love ficus, and I do love tiger bark ficus, and I do love any tree with an aerial root, and this one has multiple aerial roots, so this was an easy decision to buy it. And when you buy a new tree, it is always the question, how does it acclimate into your home? And I can happily report that this one has done so very well. As you can see, the foliage is all nice, green, healthy, looking really great. Some new growth also showing, so you have some smaller leaves also on some of the growth points, and it only lost actually I think 3 or 4 leaves, so a few. Also, especially looking at the time of the year with cold season, I would normally have expected way more damage on this tree once I bring it into my house and once it starts to completely live in a new environment basically, but this one has done very well. I also want to give a quick idea on what I want to work on with this tree, and the next step I want to take is maybe thin out the growth a little bit. I think there's still some branches in here that are crisscrossing, that are growing in parallel to other branches, and I think we can still improve a little bit here. For example, there we have a lot of crisscrossing going on, so I think we can thin this out a little bit and also then see if we can still wire something. Most of those branches seem to be already quite thick and settled in. The tiger bark variety is normally a variety of ficus that gets somewhat brittle or not as easy to bend quite fast. So I think with, for example, here this little side branch, I think it's already too late with the thicker part. Maybe this front part here we can still wire a little bit. But yeah, this will be the next steps definitely on this tree. So some smaller maintenance work on the foliage, seeing if we do wire. What I don't want to do yet is repot. You can see the soil is mainly coco coir, not the best soil actually. For ficus I would say it's okay. It holds moisture, so you have to be careful not to overwater and that it dries out in between waterings. And I think I have it figured out quite nicely with this tree. It seems to also have a good root mass in here, so the water doesn't stay too long in there and doesn't get stagnant. I think at least this growth season I would still leave it in the soil as it is, and then probably next year, next growth season after this one, then start thinking about repotting into inorganic soil, and probably also a different pot then, maybe a little bit bigger. Could look good on this tree, depending of course also on the growth. But so much for this tree, let's move on to the next one. And here we are with another tree in my collection that I'm really happy about. It is also a ficus, this time a Ficus Ginseng, so it is one of those varieties that is grafted onto, so you have a Ficus retusa variety grafted onto a different ficus variety with those bulbous thick roots. And I bought this one because of the way it is simply formed in here, especially this root part that is normally quite unsightly on those trees, but is so interesting on this specific tree that I thought I just need to give this a try to turn this into a nice looking bonsai over the next couple of months and years. More probable years, I would say. And what I do like about this tree, it could work like this. You can already see here you have sort of a triangular shape nevertheless on the foliage, so that also looks nice. Or we could even turn this into more of a leaning cascade tree. So if you pictured something like this, it would work, and that's what I like about this tree in specific. It has so many different ways in which we could turn it. Even from this side, I do find it looks so nice with this trunk. Let me give it better look. Also here you can see really the empty space down here. I'm not sure how much is still hidden in there if we repot it, because this is still the original soil I bought it in. Normally those are potted up quite deeply, so there might even still be more trunk hidden underneath here that we can work with. And I'm really looking forward to working on this tree. And what I will do on this tree next is repotting it. So I'm not doing it right now, it's still a bit too cold I feel. With ficus or tropical trees in general, I do have the feeling that they react a little bit easier to repotting if the outside temperatures are already a bit more mild than what currently is the case here in Central Europe. So I will wait still at least a couple of weeks, maybe even some months, to repot this. But once spring comes, this is definitely the first task for this tree. Then we will look on this trunk a little bit closer, seeing how much is still hidden underneath the soil here. And then we will see in which direction we will take it. So this is really all open currently still in which direction we could take this. And that makes it so interesting, in my opinion, to really see and then go with the flow the second we really take it out of the soil, basically. I will do this, of course, also on camera. So yeah, it's easier to follow why I make the decisions then in which way I will repot this. And yeah, I'm looking forward to really working on this tree and of course also then involving you in that. And that already brings me to the last tree, which is this little root-over-rock project with a Ficus benjamina. So another ficus, which as you can guess is simply my favorite variety for bonsai, especially indoor bonsai, of course. And I just wanted to give a little update on this one as well. I continuously work on this tree, so I always prune it back. I wire it a little bit. Last time we wired it a little bit more in shape, the main trunk that you can see in here. And I just wanted to give a little update also on this tree, how it's doing. What I can report is that we seem to have a new leader with this former side branch right here that shows the most new growth right now. So let me show you up here. You can see a lot of new nodes, of new growth points happening in here, new leaves developing. This one is always growing, so it doesn't really make a difference if it's cold season or growth season. It never really stops growing, so that's also why I tend to work a lot on this tree, because it simply allows me to do so. And of course the main focus on this tree is the root-over-rock part, so I want to really give you a close up on this. You can see a lot of smaller roots here in the front that mostly have also reached the soil, so most of them seem to be viable still. We have this very thick root here that is really the anchor of the tree. One more on this side, and then on the back I don't have that many roots actually going over this side, because if you look a bit further away, then again you can see the other root from the back here actually still. So here, this one. And I also think this gives it a good look. I would see this rather probably as the back of the tree, because it hides a lot of the roots that we actually can see here. What is hidden or a bit in the way currently on this tree, if we consider this the front, is of course this little branch down here. I leave this on more as a sacrificial branch. It's also on the inner bend of the trunk, so this is definitely not something we want to keep for long term. But right now I keep it to thicken the lower part of the trunk still a little bit, by also seeing if this will grow. It doesn't grow that much. Most of the energy of this tree is definitely going into yeah, the leader, the current leader up here, and before leader that we took out at this growth point here. And yeah, the lower branch, if it continues to grow, good to thicken it. If it doesn't continue to grow, sooner or later we'll take it out anyway. It doesn't harm the tree. It doesn't really create any weird scarring. It doesn't really create any weird inverse taper at the moment here, where this would turn thicker than the lower part of the trunk. So if this is not happening, I'm not too mad about leaving it on for right now. But of course it does yeah, limit the view a little bit here if we consider this the front. And I would consider it the front because I do enjoy simply the biggest feature, or the most important feature on this tree, this root-over-rock constellation. It hides it a little bit. So what are the plans? As I already said, it's more with this one continuous growth, continuous work also. So we'll see how this overgrowth season now develops. Probably we will see this trunk here continuing to thicken, also with the branch getting thicker and thicker. And then we will probably need to wire out this other branches down here a little bit to create more of side branch material out of this one. And also wire the leader here a little bit more to just give it more shape, because right now, of course, we focused mostly on the roots. Now it is really time to focus on foliage to get a nice look here in the future. But that is, yeah, continuous steps, I would say, that we have to take here with this tree. So there you have it, 3 little projects in my collection right now that I'm really looking forward to working on. Again, more concrete ideas already on 2 of them, and one that I'm simply continue to work on a lot. If you have any questions about any of those 3 trees, feel free to leave them in the comments. If you enjoyed my video, feel free to leave a like, and if you enjoy my channel, feel free to subscribe to it. Hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care.